Yo, what's up, YouTube? Hope you had a good week. Start of the new week. Now, as promised, I'm going to do my vinyl of comeback albums that I could find. There might have been one or two that I forgot, but this is a majority of them. So let's get it started. Starting off with 2001's Reunion, LA Guns, with Tracy Guns and Phil Lewis, after they recorded one of my favorites, Vicious Circle. They did the LA Guns, American Hardcore, which I hated, and then they did that EP Wasted with Michael Starr of Steel Panther of all people, and they did the one with Jizzy Pearl, Shrinking Violet. But originally I didn't like this album, but it's grown on me a lot. You know, title track, beautiful. Spider's Web, that's a good one, good groove to it. And Scream, that last track, and Don't Call Me Crazy, the melodic, longer track, sort of ballad, slower build-up songs, like 6.5, 7 minutes. This was also the final album and comeback for Mick Cripps. After that, I think he retired. So yeah, it's one of those albums that, you know, grows on you with each listen. So if you don't like it originally, give it a shot. Now this one, I didn't even open on vinyl. I have a CD cassette and the vinyl. To come back with Michael Kiske and Andy Dearest both, and they're still going together with both singers now, Helloween. And you know, there's not a lot to be said about this album. It was so popular for a reason. You know, Out for the Glory, good opener. Fear of the Fallen. See, Best Time, they released a single for that. There's like a pink vinyl for that one. Orbit was the intro to Skyfall. Skyfall was a massive 12-minute epic song to end the record. So yeah, well, I thought it was on CD. It was, I thought, but on here it's Save My Hide. But I think this is like the bonus track. But who knows? Anyway, I love this one. I love the new one. I already made a video when the new one came out, so can't go wrong with it. Still haven't seen the damn guys with both singers. They skipped Columbus and Pittsburgh. I saw them in Columbus in 2013 on the Straight Outta Hell tour, and hardly anybody showed up, so there you go. Next up, Brave New World, the reunion with Bruce Dickinson after the Blaze Bayley albums. This is one of my favorite, more underrated Iron Maiden releases. The Wicker Man, good opener. Out of the Silent Planet, one of my favorite songs. Blood Brothers, the title track. Thin Line Between Love and Hate. It really is a hell of a comeback, and I think this is their best record post 2000 or 2000 and onward. So, and speaking of their best album after the reunion, this was What If Mr. Big. I think it came out in 2011. Yeah, 2011. It was the one with Paul Gilbert coming back after the albums with Richie Kotzen, which I think are great as well. If you saw my ranking, I had an actual size pretty high on my list. People probably thought, what the fuck, but I like it. But this one is my favorite of the reunion albums, and one of their best ones in my opinion. Undertow, Stranger in My Life, Around the World. They made a video for that one. Quick, fast-paced song. All the Way Up, they made a video for that. The Ballad is a good one. So there's not a bad song on this one. My favorite's probably Stranger in My Life, or maybe Around the World. It's a good song, good album. Here's one I never thought I would ever see again, but I think this will be his last record. This is Steve Perry's comeback of sorts. Traces. This was signed. I never met Steve. I would always want to see him live, but that's never going to happen. I got it off his website, and they don't even have the title track on here. I hate when they do that. No Erasing was the single. What else is on here? I haven't listened to it in a while. Sun Shines Gray might be my favorite. Let's see what else. And it has it's the green marble vinyl. No More Crying. It's not a bad record. I wish he would have made another Street Talk, but I get it. His voice is more suited now for like lighter rock, soft rock, but he still sounds great on this record. You can tell he's aged a little bit, but I mean, he still sounds amazing. Here we go. Might as well say it's the last one, and it's a comeback at the same time. It's Faith No More, Soul Invictus, and I don't think they'll make another one, but it's surprisingly one of their best albums. Superhero was a single, might be my favorite. Separation Anxiety is a good one. Motherfucker was another single, and I don't know how they could expect to sell that with that title, but that was a single. My favorite is probably Superhero. It's a good album, but it's all over the place. Every Faith No More album, besides The Real Thing, which is easily my favorite, that's more of a hard rock metal album. The rest of them are just everything: metal, rock, jazz, R&B. They have everything. It's like all over the fucking place. Here's a comeback that almost failed, because it didn't do well. But I think it's growing on me. I had it lower on my list before, but I never hated this album, and it's actually one of their better albums. And some say their last true album, which I sort of agree with. And that's Dumb with Mirrors, Aerosmith. When I flip the video, it's right side already, but I have to, when I record, I always have to flip the video, and so it's going to be backwards, just like it always looks anyway. But yeah, it's definitely underrated. Let the Music Do the Talking, Joe Perry project. Originally, easily the best song on the album. My Fist Your Face was another single. It's probably the second best song on the album. She's on Fire, got that cool groove to it. The Reason a Dog, weird title, but I like that song. Shame on You is very bluesy and funky, but I mean, it didn't sell very well until the next album, Permanent Vacation. But I think that one's better. And when I say it's their last album, a lot of people say that it's because they sold out to become more poppy. And for the most part, I see why a lot of people would say that. Pump, I love it. It's one of my favorites. But for the most part, the poppy Aerosmith, yeah, everything pre that is better besides Pump. And maybe Get a Grip. I mean, Nine Lives, I kind of like that one too. But when you compare it to the classic era, the classic sound, it's not even close. Next up, coming as a comeback, playing in the background, Sacred Reich, Awakening. This came out like 2018, 2019, and it's the last album with Dave McClain because they fired him, or I think they let him go or whatever. But it's a really solid album. It's one of my favorite Sacred Reich albums. I mean, there's not a bad song on it. Awakening, Manifest Reality, Killing Machine, Death Valley. It's all good stuff. This definitely sounds like a classic Sacred Reich record. Next up is one of I hate this record a lot, and a lot of people have it last, and for good reason. And it's the comeback with Vince Neil, Generation Swine. And Vince even said that the stuff he sang on this was wrote by John Corabi, or either written by John Corabi and also wrote for John Corabi, because he was scheduled to be the singer on this record. And I really like the self-titled debut, or the self-titled record. This one not so much. It's too far out there, too industrial and alternative for my liking. I do like Afraid. I think it's great. The video is really cool. A Rat Like Me is another highlight. That's about it. It's pretty bad. I don't know why they had to redo Shout at the Devil and Tommy Lee singing about his newborn son. Awful album. Two good songs. Next up, one of my favorite artists, as I've mentioned before, and my most popular video, Alice Cooper's comeback from his drug-related, crazy, paranoid state with the New Wave Blackout albums. When you see like videos from like Special Forces, it's like, oh shit, look at him, he was really fucked up. And this one, sort of like the Aerosmith, it was bigger. I think it was more popular than Dumb with Mirrors. Maybe not, because Aerosmith was a big name, but it almost didn't sell as well until with the next record, and for him 2 records later with Trash. But I mean, he had, what helped him was the Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives, The Man Behind the Mask, and Teenage Frankenstein, the two best songs on the album, were promoted through the movie. They even made a video on Man Behind the Mask. But there's also I like Life and Death of the Party. The World Needs Guts. That's a cool one. Yeah, Simple Disobedience. It's cheesy. It's the metal album, or Metal Alice trying to become more metal and going away from his 70s rock theatrical stuff, but I like it. It's cheesy. It's not his best, but it's fun. And last, I saved this for last on purpose because it was one everybody wanted for who the hell knows how long, 30 years. 13 by Black Sabbath. When this came out, I loved it. The more I listen to it, I still like it. A lot of people don't like it. The problem is fucking Rick Rubin. He overproduces the shit out of everything, like the Aerosmith stuff. And this is way overproduced. But if you take away the production part of it, it's actually really good. Like Into the Beginning, classic 70s moody Black Sabbath, like first, second album. God is Dead. Weird song, but it's sort of like Dead Babies with Alice Cooper. The title is kind of misleading because it's talking about God isn't dead, but a lot of the way the world is today, it seems like more evil takes over. Loner, that's my song, naturally, and it's my favorite song off the album. It's one of my favorite Black Sabbath songs. Zeitgeist, Planet Caravan 2.0, maybe not quite as good, but it sounds just like Planet Caravan. Age of Reason's good. Damaged Soul, Dear Father, it ends like the beginning of, you know, their career with the Black Sabbath, like, you know, Thunder and all that. So it was a nice circle tribute moment. So yeah, it's still lower on my list, but I loved it when it came out. I kind of cooled on it for a bit, but it's still a good record if you pull back the crappy overproduction of it. So yeah, that's my list I have. Let me know what you think of this collection. Do you have any of these on vinyl? What's your favorite of these? I probably missed one or two, but you know, I have so many records that this was a good enough list. It's 12.5 minutes, not too long. I tried to push through it this time. So as always, YouTube, I'll put a video in here at the bottom. I hope everything's good out there in YouTube land. Rock on, and I'll see you soon. Peace.